So let's get started. So for this project, I will be using an Intel X299 motherboard with an 7920X in it. Hopefully I'll be able to overclock it. And a GTX 1080 with a 1000 watt power supply, and then 4 3 terabyte hard drives, which will not be in the mineral oil, as well as a generic 1080p screen that I will mount to the front of the case, as you've seen earlier, and a air CPU cooler as well.
So for a little bit more context in this project, I'm going to take an original Mac Pro case and make a series of cuts in order to fit a custom-made acrylic box that I have. I'll be cutting a hole in the left side panel, as well as a hole in the front so the GPU can be seen. There will also be a hole where the monitor cutout will go. The custom acrylic box will be a fully self-contained unit, which will be able to slide in and out of the case, and all the computer components will be mounted to a top panel. This box allows for the entire case to be watertight, while also fitting into the original case without much modification. Taking the top cover off, we see that the case has a lot of stuff that needs to be taken out. First, I unscrew all of the power cables for the hard drives and motherboard. After that, they come out easily and can be saved for other builds in the future. Next, I unscrewed the 20 or so screws holding the mid-plate together in the case. The optical drive simply slides out and is easily removed. Unfortunately, the mid-plate was never designed to come out, so I had to take the Dremel and cut each end where it was attached to the case. I then cut the motherboard standoffs to allow the acrylic box to sit flush with the back of the case. After a little more Dremel work, the mid-plate was finally able to be removed. Next, I used the Dremel to cut the fan grill off as it was riveted to the outer case, and then grinded down parts of the case that were sticking out. Flipping the case over, the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth antennas were housed in a separate compartment that was riveted on. I used a drill to drill through the rivets and remove the module. After removing most of the case internals, I test fit the acrylic box. Unfortunately, it was slightly too big and the Mac Pro case needed to be trimmed. I carefully cut about half a centimeter away at a time using an angle grinder until the box had enough space to slide in. I also took the opportunity to get rid of the rest of the fan grill. Using a sanding wheel, I ground down the sharp edges to make the cut cleaner and safer to handle. While I was cutting the hole in the side panel, my camera battery died, so unfortunately I lost some of the footage. Moving on, the box successfully fit into the cut case and the side panel was successfully attached. I then used a Dremel to expand the cutout where the optical drives used to be. This is where the monitor will go that displays the computer's status. Lastly, I traced the box to cut out a section in the top of the case so I would have access to the computer I/O. Also, all of the parts that I have used in this build will be linked through Amazon affiliate links in the description. I don't want this video to be too long, so it'll be split up into 2 parts. Be sure to subscribe so you can see the second half of the build coming next Friday. I also have a bunch of other equally crazy projects planned for the next few months, so I'll see you guys next week.